Hi everyone, I am Dr. K. Rani, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. My subject name is Business Environment and Communication. My topic name is Barriers of Communication. Barrier of communication meaning barrier have been erected all along the route the Pope will take. The mountain act as a natural barriers to the spread of the diseases. The barriers of communication can be either physiological, geographical or psychological. Let us learn about these in detail. Processing time. This often happens with second language since you do not think in the language. It takes time to think thoughts in your mother tongue and then convert them into the language. This affects your ability to communicate smoothly. To understand this barrier, you need to understand that will you speak in your native language. You think and speak in the same language. This saves you processing time, which ultimately builds fluency while you speak. Online language courses help in overcoming most barrier to communication. Lack to clarity ideas. If you do not have clarity in ideas, there is a probability that you will not be able to them. Suppose you have to speak on a topic but you do not have solid idea about it. This will in turn causes difficulty in building a flow and sentence. This will impact your fluency in communicating and ultimately hamper your dialogue. Different dialect. People with different dialect also face this issue. A person belong to Madhya Pradesh will have difficulty communicating with people from North, West, Uttar Pradesh or from Haryana. Similarly, a person from US will have trouble communicating with people from Britain since their English incident is completely different from each other due to difference in the way of pronouncing work. There is a confusion and thus lack of fluency. It is therefore important to have a fundamental understanding of the pronunciation and ideas specific work. By enrolling in online English speaking course, one can learn to adapt to the incident of their country where they want to work or visit. Physiological barrier. A person suffering from speech or hearing disorder will be unable to communicate properly with others. This is due to their inability in understand words or formulate works themselves. People with confusion like where they lack ability to develop social skill also suffer from the ability to communicate properly. Psychological barriers. There may be many undertaking reason behind psychological barrier of communication. Lack of confidence, fear, inability to express emotion or part of one psychological that can causes difficulty in communicating with other. There is another case behind them and psychological analysis important to understand them. By enrolling in online psychological course, you can learn more on how to deal with their issue. Organizational barriers. This is one of the professional barriers of communication that occur due to structure as well as rules and regulation within the organization. This barrier of communication occurs when free flow communication is not possible within the organization. Complexity of organization structure and multiple managers within the hierarchy may lead to this disruption in the effective communication. Cultural barrier. When people belong to different culture, communication with each other. There is a high change of difficulty in proper communication. The reason is simple. Certain words, term and pairs may mean different in two cultures. The word may even have inappropriate meaning in the other culture. Impact of barrier communication. Barrier communication can causes impact in the following way. If there are too many barriers to communicate, then it may become impossible to convey the message with it is actual meeting. So there is a psychological barrier. In that case, the speaker might be trying to convey a different message with mind to understood in a complexity different manner by the listen due to psychological condition. It is also become difficultly to find work opportunity if there is a communication barrier. The reason behind this in fact is the inability to communicate with the staff and employee who can only speak in the native language. Conflict become really common when communication is disrupted. Thus, who can properly communicate their issue can avoid most conflict. Disadvantage of barrier communication. There are many disadvantages of barrier communication. First of all, lack of different communication can casually you impressment, which can lower your self-confidence. For healthy personality development, it is important to deal with the issue. Next, second one, due to difficulty in communication, you are unable to express your ideas. Lacking good communication skill can be negative to your personality. It can over the strong of your personality. Advantage of good communication skill. The following points are the advantage and effective communication skill. Those who have good communication skill often come up as individual with high self-confidence. Effective communication is an add-on on your personality. Even if you lack in some other department, communication skill can over your weakness. Even job interview, a person having impactful communication skill will have an advantage over other candidate. Business, you can have upper handing since you have negative skill due to your ability in communication well. Exploring negative course to gain the skill and overcomes most of barrier communication. You can acquire more customers since you have ability to convey people with powerful communication skill. Last advantage of the communication, with effective communication you have better management skill as you can express your thought and lead the team more efficient. Thank you.